guys, welcome back. This is a 2006 F150. One common issue is the door lock that doesn't work. I just got this truck, I'm not sure what's going on, but the problem is that we can lock all the doors, but I cannot unlock the driver door with the remote control. So let's go and lock it. It's locked, but to unlock it, it makes this sound. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up. It's like just kind of like a gears are just grinding over. I can unlock it with a key, of course. Lock it again. Locks fine, but unlock does not. All other doors I can unlock it, but everything else is working. Like this door, everything works, but I cannot. The driver door is the only one that I cannot unlock. So okay, so I need to pop the door panel off, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, I got all this removed. I'm gonna put the link in the description to 1A Auto. They have excellent explanation how to remove the door panel. So once you remove the door panel, you just you pull this vapor barrier out, and basically here's the wiring diagram. It's pretty simple. There's the actuator is controlled by the body security module, and it has only two wires. And here's the left front door actuator, right front, left rear, and the right rear. So sorry about that. And anyway, the front left has these two wires, pink and black, and red and orange, and pink and black is actually shared with all other actuators. So all we need to do actually just check these two wires and see if we get a voltage on it, and basically computer is going to reverse the polarity on these two wires to unlock and lock the door. And quite frankly, because of that, the symptom that we have is the grinding sound. It's pretty much we have a bad actuator, but we have to check the electrical part as well. So here's the let's see here if I can get the see where okay. So right there is my connector, and I'm going to back probe these two wires, and then we're just gonna lock and unlock the door and see if you get a voltage there. Again, I'm not worried about the switch at all, because we do have it does respond to our command on the switch. So okay. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these pins. I'm just going to back probe those two wires, and I'm going to use my test light, and this is my Tesla that I modified. This end I can put my I cut off that alligator clip off of it. Now I put the banana adapter on it, and this end actually I got it from my viewer from Tennessee. His name is Robert. He's an awesome guy. So actually he sent me this little attachment, so now I can actually screw into my test light, and now I'm gonna just connect both of these ends, you know, to my leads that I backprobe, and we should have a just gonna rest my. So now when you lock it and unlock it, we should get a power on it. Lock. Unlock. Okay. Looks like I don't have good connection somewhere. Still nothing, but we have something's not right because we got some voltage on it, so this should be. I don't have it connected right. Well, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense why it's not. Sounds like my nails are not long enough. It should be. There you go. Alright, I don't know why I could not get the, let's see what's going on with the camera. I got 3 minutes left, isn't that good? Okay. So let's see, camera. Now we can see we got a good bright light on my test light when I lock it. And when I unlock it, we got a power too. So we just got a better actuator. So I'm gonna order that part, and we're gonna get this fixed. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I had such a hard time to get the needles in a good place. Okay, I guess the memory was out of this. I had to delete. I had so much stuff on this on the camera, so I had to delete some. Okay, so we could see that when I was really having a hard time to get a good connection when I was backprobing my connector, and I really like to use the test light for this. I really don't use a voltmeter. It's just a lot easier for me. Other thing we can do, we can just unplug it and put. If you have like a light bulb or something, you can just unplug your connector and connect the light bulb to it. And here's my connector here, and I have this light bulb with little pins on the end. I'm just gonna put and click unlock. There you go. Unlock, unlock. So it works. So all right. So that's another way we can confirm that our circuit works. So nothing's wrong with the circuit, nothing wrong with the connector. We got a bad actuator. Okay. So I got an actuator ordered. It's going to be here tomorrow. So once I get it, we'll replace it and fix it. All right, guys. Thank you. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to attempt to replace this thing. I don't have a new one yet, but I'm just going to show you guys. I mean, actually, I took everything apart and put it back together, and I think I kind of find a little easier way of doing this because I video on YouTube and know that no one really had a good time with this thing at all. So now I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to put the link in description from 1A Auto how they remove this panel off. So they really did a good job on that. So I don't want to waste time on that. So okay, so we remove the panel, and the next step is to raise your window all the way up. Okay, and once you've done that, that's going to be this 10mm bolt right in here. Okay, that's a little bracket that actually holds the part of the window. So I'm going to remove that bolt. It's not fun job at all. Okay, so we got that removed. Once you got that removed, you're going to have this bracket here that basically that holds the window. So you're going to have this green connector. You can unplug that. Okay, unplug the connector, and you can just drop this down for now, even so out of the way. All right. The next step will be, let's see, right in here. You're going to have little rubber. Here, we're going to have a little rubber cap. So just take a little screwdriver, get that removed. Just the top. You don't have to do the bottom. So don't do the top. Right in here, you're going to have a 10mm screw or bolt, whatever. So you're going to get that removed. That's part of the handle. Okay, so we got that out. Now on the other side, now what I did actually, I put a little bit of masking tape here on the door because you'll have to pull this handle out, so I don't want to damage the door. Okay. The next step, when we look the door handle, there's going to be two 10mm nut right in here. So through this, actually I'm going to get you a better shot. I already got one bottom removed. This video is going to shake a lot, but I just don't know other way of doing this. But I think you guys are going to benefit from this for sure. Okay, so there's one here. So go through this. So there's a 10mm nut here, and one is going to be here. I got all that already removed. So this is actually what holds your handle. Okay, door handle. So I'm going to get that. So once you remove those screws, these two nut and one screw on the side, your door handle is going to be kind of free. And so I'm going to take this. Okay, I'll get that later. Okay, so I got that. So now you can see that's where that nut was, and there's gonna be another one right in here. So at this point your handle is actually free, partially, not all the way, but now you can see it's kind of loose. So just kind of pull on it a little bit and try to kind of push it forward, and this is all you need to do. You don't have to do any more than this. Okay, it's gonna give you enough room to work. So that's why I had this masking tape here to protect the door. Okay, so the next step, we go inside the door. We are gonna disconnect our actuator, that connector that I was working on before when checking the electrical connectors. So let's see here. Where are you? Oh gosh, can't even see it. That's so much glare. What's jeez. Okay, this thing is out of focus. Okay, come on, focus on me. There you go. Okay. So let's see if it's gonna focus it now. All right, good. So next step is to remove this connector here. There's a little tab on the side. Pull that off. Now you're gonna see the connector right there. That's for the lock. I mean, I'm not sure it's actually. I think that's the door ajar. Actually, you don't mess with that. You leave that alone. Okay. Okay. The next step, you're gonna have a this right in here. This is where and this probably not every model has this. This one has the this is from the what's it called, the locking these things, whatever. So so you may not even have this part, okay, this green connector here. So okay, so the next one, we need to release this connector here, this part here. Okay, so we got this, and you follow it, and right there also we're gonna just pry it off. Okay, and let me find my tool. Let's see. Okay, I had to get some more lights. Okay, so take your screwdriver or whatever you got, get behind this tab and pull this off. Get that free. Okay, and then you're gonna do the same on this side. This is gonna release it from your actuator right there. Okay, so move that along. So now it's actually kind of free right now. So alright, so and the next thing what you need to do, actually, you're pretty much done, believe it or not. Now your actuator actually, let me actually go up on the top, show you better what's going on here. Let's see, stupid light. Okay, so here's your actuator right there. What you need to do, you just take a screwdriver right in here, and you can actually start prying off, and it's just going to slides out. I'm going to do that from inside. You might be able to see it better. So you guys could see what I was doing. So stupid light. So what we're going to do now, let's actually get one with the angle on it. It's a really tough shot, but so get something. So this is just start pushing this to the side. A good tool on it, maybe this will work better. So there you go. You guys see that? You push it to the side, and it comes out. I know this video sucks, but it's just cannot. There you go. Alright. That's the sucker right there. So what it does, it basically slides here and here. That's all it's doing. And to put it back in, so you're just going to reverse everything, but put back in the shot again. So it's going to slide on this little ridge and this little ridge here. So you're going to line up your actuator, put it back in there, and line it up with those two things, and you should be good to go. Okay, I got that. So now you got a little tab here. You have to feed that into your this is your lock mechanism up and down, but you got to make sure that your actuator is actually where it needs to be. And if you're not sure, you can actually now go to the top and just kind of see if you are lined up correctly, and we can actually see right in here you are actually lined up. I'm just gonna push this in. It should go in now. As I said, let's see here. I can kind of hope you can see that. Now we can see the actuator is actually already attached. Let's see. There you go. So right there, I think it should. You have to kind of line it up a little bit, and now you should be able to just push it into place. There you go. We got it. That's it. There you go. That's what we need to do. And now you just reverse the process. So no needs to move any of these things. Everything stays in place. That's what you gotta do. So I'm gonna. This is still the old one, so I'm gonna get a new one tomorrow, and we'll complete this process. Okay, guys. All right, guys. I got the new part. This is the. Unfortunately, I have a dormant. This is the part number. And this is the new one, this is the old one. So let's just plug in the old one real quick. Okay, this is locked. This is unlocked. Look at that. Something internally had failed. The gears that went out. So if you have this sound on this actuator, you know, you're pretty much done with diagnostic. You know, you gotta replace this thing. So here's the new one.
Hey, you should take me to work at 7.
Okay. There's lock, there's unlock. Okay, so we get all this together. You know, guys, now how to you know, take it apart and put it back together. So I'm gonna get all this buttoned up, and we should be good to go. All right. Okay, guys. Quick tip here: the dormant, don't buy it. It's complete junk. What happens is that these teeth here, the groove, it's way too big. These two grooves here that's supposed to slide into the slot, they're too big, and the whole thing it just wobbles out. So what I did, I just pulled the motor out of the dormant and put it into the original one, so it works fine. I'm not sure what the deal is. This is just I think the gear went out on the original one, and so it's kind of weird. It will lock, but it will not unlock. So I just tried it. It works fine. So don't buy the dormant. It's just no good. For some reason, I mean, everything looks fine, but when I look better, a little bit better, these groove here, it's just way too big. The whole thing is so loose. It started unlocking, locking, and it just keeps pushing back. So I had to just use the motor out of it. So it is what it is. I cannot take this back and get another one. I don't have time for it. I have to get this done. So just to let you know, guys, what you can come up with, so what you can, you know, face when you're doing this. All right. Okay, guys, it's all done. I got it all together. And, unlock it. Unlock it. It was a little bit more aggravating than I thought it's going to be, but I mean, after it's not too bad. But I'm not sure, honestly, what the deal is with this thing. But I believe I just could not get it to, you know, when I show you guys that those two grooves, the metal grooves that basically this is supposed to slide over to lock it in. And one important thing is also there's going to be a little latch for this thing to fit in, to lock this whole piece. But it was just wobbled too much, and when I looked at it, I believe this is just a little bit too big. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, what I ended up doing I just you know, took this apart, and this is the motor from the old one. I used the motor from the dormant and put it in the original one. It works fine. So I don't know. I mean, I just don't know what the deal is. I mean, I didn't like it, so I just couldn't get it to fit correctly. I mean, it was just really, really loose, and you know, it keep opening and closing, and eventually just work its way out. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird, but I think this latch, this little lock, supposed to keep it in the place. But every time you lock it and unlock it, the whole thing just moves too much. So I just use the old one, and it's better. So I would recommend, if you're gonna do this, just get the dealer part. I'm not sure how much it is, but I paid like $45 for this at AutoZone. So okay, guys, it's fixed, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Thank you.